From the outside looking in, many are calling this a long-term scheme allegedly masterminded by Papoose and Remy Ma, with one clear target: Clarissa Shields' fortune. Social media is buzzing that the plan may have actually worked, which has fans questioning, why are Remy and Papoose still married? Clarissa has repeatedly defended Papoose, insisting he was the first man to ever truly treat her right. But insiders speculate that his constant presence might have been more about money than loyalty, leaving fans wondering if her trust was cleverly exploited. Some say it was pity, convenience, or just plain opportunity. But Remy Ma allegedly called out Clarissa as Papoose's latest come-up, openly saying it because she thought no one would take her seriously. Those words are now under the microscope as new allegations surface claiming Papoose may have tapped Clarissa's money to cover his personal debts. Nothing has been legally confirmed, but social media sleuths are connecting the dots, suggesting the withdrawals wouldn't have stopped until her accounts were empty. This narrative has flipped public opinion overnight. Once celebrated as the ultimate symbol of black love, Remy Ma and Papoose are now being labeled toxic online, while Clarissa is spotlighted as the woman he constantly revolves around. Her name has become synonymous with controversy, and most trending moments involve her responding to criticism or addressing Papoose. All that noise has overshadowed who Clarissa Shields truly is. She is one of the greatest female boxers in history, a world champion, two-time Olympic gold medalist, and the only boxer, male or female, to become undisputed across 4 weight classes while holding titles in 5 divisions. Her story even inspired the film Fire Inside, with Destiny Ryan bringing her life to the big screen. Yet none of this dominates the headlines because relationship drama keeps stealing the spotlight. Critics argue that even if Clarissa doesn't fully see her own leverage, Papoose clearly does, and he stepped right into that advantage. Through Clarissa's platform, Papoose has been performing in arenas and packed stadiums he never reached on his own. Even during his peak with Remy Ma, his visibility didn't come close to this level. While his lyrical skills are respected, many argue that his current commercial relevance is directly tied to Clarissa Shields. Reports suggest that Clarissa positioned him not just as her partner, but also as her manager and boxing promoter. Together, they publicly talk about building opportunities and stacking money as a unit. One of their biggest moves? An $8 million multi-fight partnership with Salida Promotions and Win Records. Clarissa signed the deal in November and hosted a press conference, calling it a groundbreaking move. But insiders warn the contract deserves serious scrutiny. Win Records isn't your typical boxing promotion. It's primarily a music management label, with Papoose as the main artist and head of the hip-hop division. This makes Clarissa the first athlete the label has ever signed. A management company like this controls appearances, branding, endorsements, and any potential crossover ventures. If Clarissa ever decided to try music, they would manage that transition too. Management teams typically take 10 to 20% off the top, and on top of that, Salida Promotions also claims a cut. Salida handles securing fights, organizing events, managing logistics, and selling broadcast rights to major platforms like ESPN or Netflix. They don't manage Clarissa's personal life, but when it comes to her boxing career, they control promotion and positioning. For hyping fights and getting exposure, they take yet another percentage of her earnings. By the time all the numbers are calculated, multiple parties are standing between Clarissa and her money. Critics warn that once everyone collects their share, Clarissa may be left with far less than expected. That's where the real concern lies. She's putting her body and health on the line in the ring, generating revenue, while others collect guaranteed percentages. Many are now comparing this to the infamous 360 deals in the music industry, where the artist does all the work but sees minimal payout. The big question everyone keeps asking is, why would the most dominant female boxer of her generation sign a deal tied to a struggling rapper and an unproven label? Industry insiders say the reason is clear. Papoose was directly involved. Clarissa even admitted at the press conference that the deal wouldn't have happened without Papoose working behind the scenes. Right now, Clarissa is currently the only major talent on Win Records, which means the label is essentially being carried on her back. On top of that, Papoose reportedly earns a commission just for bringing her into the deal, plus additional cuts from everything Clarissa does under that umbrella. Every appearance, deal, or opportunity that comes her way allegedly benefits Papoose too, leaving fans questioning just how much of Clarissa's success is fueling someone else's bank account. What's really got everyone talking is what the streets are saying about where that money is actually going. Rumors claim that income tied to Clarissa is funding Papoose's lifestyle and helping him tackle long-standing tax issues. Public records reportedly show Papoose has unresolved tax debts stretching back over a decade, totaling more than $300,000, while Remy Ma owes the IRS over $600,000, putting their combined situation at over $1 million. Adding fuel to the fire, Remy Ma has publicly dismissed Clarissa, calling her Papoose's come-up as if she's above the drama. What makes people suspicious? Remy and Papoose are still legally married. Papoose filed for divorce, but it hasn't been finalized, and reports suggest Remy may have pulled divorce off the table. Meanwhile, the two continue arguing publicly, which some believe is more about keeping up appearances than an actual separation. Because of that, social media sleuths are connecting dots, questioning whether Remy and Papoose are secretly working together behind the scenes. From this angle, no matter what happens, both of them benefit. Even if Papoose were to walk away from Clarissa romantically, he would still earn from contracts, commissions, and future ventures tied to her. If Clarissa ever explores music or branding opportunities, he allegedly pockets a cut there too, putting him in a position to generate income from multiple directions while also handling debts that could affect both him and Remy Ma. A lot of people online are saying they hope Clarissa eventually sees just how much both Remy Ma and Papoose are benefiting from her staying connected to them. The worry? If she doesn't recognize it early, she may later discover that the rewards never matched the effort she put in. The general verdict circulating online is harsh. Many believe Clarissa is being taken advantage of and that the situation is moving faster than she might realize. Critics point to her public statements. At the end of the day, this saga raises bigger questions about power, control, and vulnerability. Clarissa Shields is not just another athlete. She's a once-in-a-generation talent who climbed to the top through discipline, sacrifice, and sheer will. Nothing about her success came easy, which makes the current scrutiny over her choices even more uncomfortable for outsiders. When someone reaches Clarissa's level, the expectation is that the people around them protect the bag, not drain it. That's why so many fans are uneasy. It's not about hating Papoose or Remy Ma personally. It's about the imbalance when one person risks it all while others profit regardless of the outcome. Relationships get messy when business is involved, and emotions often cloud judgment. History has repeatedly shown that mixing love, loyalty, and money can lead to decisions that look questionable in hindsight. Clarissa may truly believe she's building something long-term with the people around her, and from her perspective, that belief might feel real and justified. But here's the problem. Contracts don't run on feelings. Percentages don't care about intentions. Once signatures are on the line, the math stays the same whether the relationship survives or not. That's exactly what critics keep highlighting. No matter how things play out emotionally, the financial setup appears structured to favor everyone around Clarissa more than Clarissa herself. On top of that, there's immense public pressure. Clarissa isn't just facing opponents in the ring, she's under constant scrutiny online. When someone is repeatedly told they're wrong, used, or manipulated, it can push them to defend their choices even harder, sometimes beyond reason. Pride becomes a shield, and admitting a mistake can feel more painful than keeping on the same path. What makes this even heavier? Clarissa's legacy is already untouchable. She doesn't need controversy to stay relevant. Her achievements speak louder than any headline or relationship drama ever could. Yet lately, her accomplishments are treated like footnotes, while her personal life dominates the conversation. That's where concern turns to frustration for many supporters. They want to see Clarissa surrounded by advisors who prioritize her future, health, and long-term wealth, not just those benefiting from her momentum while it lasts. Boxing is unforgiving, and careers don't last forever. Every fight carries risk no contract can undo. This doesn't make Clarissa weak or incapable, it makes her human. Highly driven people often trust deeply when they believe they've found loyalty, and unfortunately, that trust can be misplaced, especially in industries where money changes behavior fast. The hope now is simple. Clarissa steps back, reassesses the situation with clear eyes, and puts safeguards in place that match her status. That she surrounds herself with advisors who challenge her, not just agree with her, and remembers that her value doesn't come from who stands beside her, but from what she's already proven on her own. Whether this chapter ends quietly or explodes publicly, the truth will always come out. And when it does, the only thing that will matter is whether Clarissa protected herself in time. Because legends deserve more than applause. They deserve protection, respect, and a future that reflects all the work they put in to get there.